Welcome to Twin City Talk. Today we are talking to Tonya Dixon with Winston Salem Rescue Mission. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. So I actually, sadly, don't know a whole lot about the Winston Salem Rescue Mission. Can you share what it is you guys do?
So we are a Christian-based residential alcohol and drug recovery program for men. We house the men while they're coming in to deal with whatever it is they're addicted to, whether it's drugs or alcohol. We also have an outreach portion of the mission where we have food pantries and a clothes closet. We also have a thrift store that generates revenue for the program.
Cool.
Our food pantries our on-site food pantry is twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then we have mobile pantries that go out to local churches once a month.
Cool. How long has the organization been around?
Since 1967,
Oh, wow.
so that would make it, I think, 59 years old this year.
What was the original story about it starting?
So there were 5 pastors who saw a need in the community, and they came together, put their heads together and said, we need to do this. We need to do something to reach out to the community to help these men who are struggling. And so that's kind of sort of where it began. It began right here in downtown Winston.
How long have you been with the organization?
I originally came to the organization in 2018.
Okay.
And I worked in the thrift store, and then now I work in administration.
Where's the thrift store at?
The thrift store is located right behind our administrative offices, which are on Trade Street,
Okay.
but our thrift store is on Oak Street, which is
Gotcha.
kind
One
of
street back.
diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's been your favorite part about this job?
My favorite part of the job has been seeing the transforming power of God deliver these men from addictions. Some of them have just the saddest stories of things that led to their addiction, and just to watch them, they come in maybe through a referral, maybe through a hospital, or maybe a relative, but they come in and they submit to the program, and we watch as they gradually just begin to, they're almost like a flower blooming.
Yeah.
They just begin to heal and recover. We take them through a curriculum called Facing Your Giants, where they have to identify things that cause them to land in addiction. And once they have identified all those things and they present it to the entire residential group, they write a goodbye letter to their addiction.
Oh, that's really,
And
I
they
like that.
tell their addiction, you're out of here.
That's really a good idea.
Yeah,
So it's an addiction eviction.
exactly.
You can use that.
Thanks so much.
Oh my goodness. Do you have any stories you can share where you were like really moved by, someone's letter or anything like that?
Oh my, every letter is
I bet.
moving. Every letter.
Is there any that really stuck with you, that you just can't forget?
There was one that I heard, I think it was maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago, where one resident had alienated all the family, his wife, his children, his parents, his siblings, just everybody. And he wrote his goodbye letter, and he said, you are out of here. I am replacing you with restoration
Oh,
with my family.
that's beautiful.
There was another story from a few years ago where a husband destroyed his marriage through his addiction. He wrote his goodbye letter, and he said, now I'm going back to pursue my wife. And they were remarried
Aw,
a few years ago.
That's great.
So, yeah, there are lots of stories.
I don't think people, especially if they haven't experienced, understand how negatively powerful addiction is, and
Absolutely.
how it can destroy your life and other people's
Absolutely.
lives, and it's just sad.
Yeah, it's not just you
Yeah.
that suffers from that.
But it's not like most of them. It's not that they necessarily mean to either. It's
No.
just the disease,
Oh, absolutely
basically.
not. Yeah. It and the thing is that it's not just a certain group of people that it can affect.
Anybody.
It can happen to anyone.
Yep.
And so it is just so awesome to see how this program has helped so many men in this community. We actually have a person who came back to and is employed with us now who was
cool.
in the rescue mission 40 years ago
Wow.
and is now on staff. So, yeah.
That's great, though. I love that.
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Fayetteville, but I lived
Okay.
most of my life in Raleigh. I moved to Kernersville in 2016.
What brought you up to Kernersville?
Needed a new environment.
That's a big change from Raleigh.
It is, and I love Raleigh, but the traffic,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
Between Raleigh and Durham, that whole Research Triangle Park area, it just wore me out. So
Yeah, you don't have those issues here. So, what do you love about Winston-Salem?
I like the artistry here. I love just seeing people who are just so creative. I've met so many creative people here, and I'm not creative at.
I'm sure you are in some ways.
Oh, I am not. I am not. But I have, met and made friends with people who are, and they have kind of nudged maybe the creative flow in me just a little bit. But naturally, I am not creative.
So, Winston has a lot of public art pieces. Is there any that you just really love that are some of your favorites?
I love that archway over, what is it, 52?
yeah.
I love that
Yours too.
archway.
I think it's pretty. I love when it's lit up.
Yeah, that is so neat. I remember when my kids were much smaller when we moved here, and they just thought that was just the most awesome thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how the Reynolds building lights up too. We have a lot of light up things in Winston, now that
Yeah.
I think about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that
We're
light
the new city of light.
There we go. So back to the organization. Do you have on-site therapists, or how does that side of things work?
So we don't have any clinical therapists on staff. We do have a couple of interns who are working on their degrees, and they intern with us temporarily, and they do help the residents a lot. But in terms of the clinical piece of it, we're not necessarily a medical facility. We are literally a program, which is also another amazing part of it, because we only have the interns, and we are still able to provide the services that we do for the men.
And do you work a lot with other local, mental health organizations, like referrals and stuff, or any of that?
Yes, we do get referrals from other organizations. Some of the men come in, and they've been to several. So, yeah, we do.
Is there anything you want to share that people should know about Winston-Salem Rescue Mission?
Well, we are a nonprofit, obviously, and as I said, our thrift store is one of our biggest, resources.
Mm-hmm.
However, we do thrive on donations.
I was going to ask, how do people donate? Like, how do they go through that?
So of course, we love donations that come in the mail, but also there are donations of clothes and furniture, household items, any kind of resellable goods that we can take into our thrift store. We can take donations Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at our Cherry Street loading dock. And we also take donations into our food pantry and our clothing closet.
Is there anything specific that you guys really need that you go through a lot of?
We go through everything, especially in our food pantry, except corn and green beans.
Really?
We have plenty of corn and green beans.
Nobody wants those.
So right now, if you want to donate, please donate something other than corn and green beans.
Is it just like dry and canned food or?
Canned foods, dried beans. We do take meats. We take baked goods. We take frozen desserts. We have a refrigeration unit where we can store all of that for our pantries. So, yeah, we take just about anything.
What about clothes donations? Is there anything specific you guys could really use?
So we have men who are, men who have like a smaller waistline who need a 32 size jeans.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that.
We could use some of those smaller sizes in jeans and pants and khakis and things like that. Yes.
Great. Well, how can people find out more about your organization?
You can go to our website, and it is wsrescue.org. And all of our events and activities are listed there. And we love volunteers. We thrive on volunteer hours. So if anyone would like to volunteer, they can go to our website. Again, that's wsrescue.org. And on our homepage, they'll see a button that says Ways to Help.
Okay.
And click on that button. It'll take you straight to the volunteer application. And we would love to have you.
That's great. And then are you guys on social media as well?
We are on social media. We're on Facebook. And I think we are now on Instagram. Yeah.
Well, thank you for all you do for our community and for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. This has been great.
Thank you. This is Twin City Talk. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. The views and opinions portrayed by guests on this podcast are not necessarily those of the distributors and hosting companies. And if you love this podcast, that's great, but don't think about stealing it. Reach out to us and talk about the content because it is copyrighted.